Welcome to Photo Finds. This week we're going to take a close look at the Art of Animation Resort, specifically at the Cars Land section. The Cars section is the second section to open up at Art of Animation Resort. It's been open since mid-June. Now, unlike the first section, which was the Finding Nemo section, this one doesn't have a large pool, just a small pool. But as you can already see, it's got a lot of detail, both in terms of the billboards scattered around the area, as well as the cars themselves, which you can go meet and go take pictures with. And it's really done an effective job of placemaking, as they call it. So you can get up close and personal with the cars, and you can pose with the cars, you sit with them, although the cars get a little hot in the midday sun, I have to say. And you are cautioned not to climb on the cars because people started already to scratch them up, and they don't want that. I do like the level of details, and I'm going to point out the details as we move throughout the land because they've really done a good job here, both not just having period kind of signage. These are the old style billboards, which you might have seen with Brill Cream, for instance, in the 50s. But also, even look here, they've got two different colors of rocks. You've got the gray rocks on the this curve here, and then the browner rocks on the outside there. Just the level of detail there they didn't have to do, but they went that extra mile so that the thing looked a little bit more real, looked a little bit more exciting. Now, the Crazy Cone Motel, of course, from the hotel, from the movie itself, is the pool, and we're going to come back to that in a minute after we head over here on the one side. This is the Luigi and the Italian guys. This is one of the buildings, actually. It turns out that this is one of the ways into the building. And so there's one of the jokes, the Lightyear, right, and Fettuccine Alfredo, another one. And then we go into the building, and we'll see such welcome mats as Welcome, or actually Welcone, this being the Crazy Cone Motel area, and a photorealistic looking area from, or a photorealistic looking painting from that area in the movie Casa della Tires. And so if we are to get really close to it, we'll see that it looks actually quite real the more we get close to it. And the hallways are a little bit more nondescript, some basic designs here, and even the hallway scones look like highway cones. We'll see that a little bit later. And then I like the way they use the interstate motif here just to kind of keep things looking a little interested and in theme. So coming back to the Crazy Cone Motel itself, this is a structure in the middle, and it spins around, that big structure in the front. And then you've got these designs up at the front, the decorations, to imply that this is kind of a working motel, little postcards and so on, and a lot of a cone motif. And there's cone motifs actually back in the postcards as well, holding the postcards in. Those look like cones. So they really went out of their way to keep things looking within the theme, sometimes realistic, right? So a Visa card, like a Diners Club, and like American Express is Fast Lane Express. So everything within themes. And this is the gateway into the pool area itself. This is another gate around the back, and you can't get in there unless you've got a room key, of course. And if you look over the fence, what you'll see are these cabanas that are shaped like the road cones, and a somewhat small crescent-shaped pool, not nearly as big as the original Finding Nemo pool. Now, across from the Luigi area is the Tow Mater area, and this one also has car out in front that you can take a photo with. Again, themed like his junkyard. And you can take his picture from numerous angles. These are a couple of the license plates stapled onto the back of that sign, and I'm kind of hoping someone can inform me about whether these are inside jokes. They don't appear to be from the movie that I found, and they do not correspond with the Imagineer's name in charge of the entire hotel, which is something Hoffman, so it's not in there. This is the back of the sign itself, which says "Tow You Later." Apparently these are details which you also find in Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure. So again, here are some of the signs that are reproduced here and as well outside of the hallway and from the movie, but not the inside joke. Between buildings is this Sarge's Surplus Hut, another place to take a photo, and I like this detail, 1941 presumably, a World War II veteran. I even like that his sticker decal expires in 1942. I don't know what the Surplus Hut is used for. It doesn't appear to be a guest accessible area. So skipping across to the other side there, opposite from Sarge, is the organic fuel guy from the Cars movies, and I like the inside jokes here. There was Luxo on the last right here, Luxo of course being the mascot for Pixar, and then down at the bottom this sign here to save 2D animation. So little inside jokes throughout the area, and now we're looking toward the hotel, the Wagon Wheel Hotel, which actually Wagon Well Hotel, which was the place that both Lightning and Sally ended up with at the end of the movie. And indeed, you have Lightning and Sally in front of the hotel, and you can take photos with them. And you can see there are still more inside jokes. Lightning McQueen's fake little stickers, as though he were a race car. And if you step inside, you'll see in one another of these photorealistic dioramas right next to the elevators. There's that closer look I promised you of the road cones leading your way down the hallway. And then, of course, there's also the gas station themselves here, which says Butte Gas, which, if you say it a little bit differently out loud, of course, is a different kind of inside joke that, fortunately, my 9-year-old didn't see when we were visiting. That takes us back around to the outside of the area, and then a look at the last couple of billboards for the end of our tour. Thank you for your attention. I'm looking forward, and I hope you are looking forward to opening up the other sections of the Art of Animation Resort. Hopefully they're just as detailed as this one. We'll catch you next time.